Call me Bucky, niggas lucky that I'm innocent. If I didn't have no morals, I'd be menacing. How a nigga rapping conscious but he ignorant? How he from the hood but still gon' go legitimate? How he fuck a bunch of bitches but they still respect the women? He still rollin' this another, he just got the windows tinted. Homie stab me in the back and that can never be forgiven. And my palms been itching, man, I like the superstition. You can't have my phone number unless we running up the digits. Let me meditate, I just need a couple minutes. Tryna low ball me, my cojones to the big ass. Bitch, I get high. I ain't looking at the clock, still ballin' like Brian. Yeah, I'm headed to the Bucks, then I'm ballin' like I ain't looking at the clock, still ballin' like Brian. Bitch, I get, bitch, I get, bitch, I get. Let me meditate, then I celebrate. Tryna get the cake, I don't take a break. Yeah, bitch, wait. Grew up in the 90s, we was watching Ricky Lake. We was eating top ramen on a TV dinner plate. Made that couple dollars, so I probably get the steak. Go on out at John and Venice, I told Quinn and I'll be late. Ay, I'm so epidemic, I'ma cause an epidemic. Put my feet up in the building, bitch, I'm feeling like a bitch, I get high. I ain't looking at the clock, still ballin' like Brian. Yeah, I'm headed to the Bucks, then I'm ballin' like I ain't looking at the clock, still ballin' like Brian. Bitch, I get, bitch, I get, bitch, I get high.
It does kill it.
You made the decision to play Thiago. Klopp doesn't change the system. Move back left. You don't want to change from the 4-3.
Boom, what's going on, people? We're back again on the Jerry James Show. Hope you've had a good weekend with the main man himself, the equalizer, do you know what I mean? Leveling things out for us. We got other people in the building that are late, can't be bothered to come on streams. Yes, you, Romz and G, but it's all good, it's all good. Do you know what I mean? Big up to everyone in the building. Hope you had a good weekend as always. Ish, what are you telling me, man? How you feeling?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Just tired, man. At least I'm looking at your shirt now. I haven't worn a Liverpool shirt for, bro. I remember last time. I just looked at your top and I was like, right. When's the last time I even got my shirt out?
Listen, I haven't worn one in ages, yeah? Ages. I've put it on and obviously I'm going to the gym and stuff. It's looking loose. Like, it looks baggy. Like, I don't even want to wear it. I feel like taking it off. I'm like, why is... It doesn't fit the same.
I've been cutting. It's not really fitting as tight as it used to.
It's not really fitting in the right places. It's looking a bit like oversized, but because it's like the type of top it is, it starts to drop low. It starts looking like a V-neck, like I'm from Newcastle or something. Like, no. That's why the camera. That's why I'm not even showing the logo. I'm just like, yeah, man. Let me just keep it down there, man. But look, big up to everyone in the building. We've got M Tarmizi saying big up from Real Talk Fire, keeping it 100. Big up to M Tarmizi. I hope you're good. We've got PL Ryan in the building. Mark A. We've got AGX502 saying big up. Mo Khalif, as always. Yo, what's going on? JT, please, the LFC don't get battered. Listen. We got Captain Sal in the building. Big up to yourself. We got G-Man saying 3-itch when I get high. big up, G-Man. We got Ravi, KZ for days. Oscar Gresh, big up to Oscar. Jerry in the group chat. I sent you the Jerry chant. Oh, yes, you did. I'll try to get it back. Ravi saying he hasn't bought a Liverpool shirt since Adidas days. That's been years, bro.
Right.
So you haven't actually enjoyed. That's a bit mad. He hasn't even enjoyed.
Man missed out all the New Balance.
Listen, he missed out all the New Balance. He missed out
Warrior.
All the Warrior.
That's like what, 9, 10 or something, or 11, 12 that we moved over to Warrior. I think it was 11, 12. I want to say.
Yeah. It was 11, 12 because after the year we won the Carabao Cup, innit?
Kenny. Yeah.
Kenny Dalglish, that was the last.
That's crazy.
We had that kit for 2 seasons. We had that kit for 2 seasons because we had it season before.
Yeah. I miss 2 season home kits. That's back in the day, man, when I used to bang that 04 to 06 Carlsberg with the Reebok.
Yeah, but you know they're trying to make their money in it, and people are blaming FSG. But
Of course.
But look, big up to everyone. Alejandro saying fiery. I don't know who she's saying fiery to. Is it Ish? Is it me? God knows. God knows where it is. Big up. But yeah, man, let's get into it. So obviously we got 4 minutes, right? 4 minutes before the lineup drops. Because the kick was at 1:30, I believe. That's
yeah.
early
The
kickoff
lineup
today.
it might even be out before. I
It
don't
might
know.
be
I
out
haven't
before,
checked
but
it.
guess what? We're not going to do that. We're going to get straight into our lineups.
Let's
I know
do
you
it.
submitted one, so let's just get into it. This one is
Yeah.
Ish, this is your
Yeah.
team, right? Chat
Yeah.
to me, man. Chat to me about your team quickly. Run through it.
We ain't got a midweek game, so we should be going pretty much as strong as possible. Like they already beat us 3-0 with our strongest team in the Prem, so I'm not looking to go there with no youngers and go and get touched 4-5-0 or something. So yeah, I'm going full strength. We've got a week to our next game in the Prem. The only kind of controversial shout might be the Salah one, but if I'm being real, and if you guys are being real as well, I don't think Salah's done much recently to warrant a start. Obviously, Elliott started right wing in the Wolves game, the last round, done very well, got the winning goal. So it's time we got to start rewarding good performances with starts, man. That we can't be seeing man just drop 3-4s out of 10 or even less than that, and then keep starting week in week out. And then I think the rest of the team kind of speaks for itself. Obviously, that midfield that we saw against Chelsea, a little bit disappointing in terms of the result, but we weren't getting run up on like we normally do in the Chelsea game. I know they had the better chances, but they weren't opening, they weren't slicing us open like we've seen before, like we saw in the Brighton game in the Prem. So I'm for me, until unless we don't make any new signings, this is kind of our midfield until the end of the season for the big games anyway. I'm not trying to see Hendo, Fab, them man in midfield anymore. Even Elliot, I'm not even really trying to see him start in the midfield. Like this has got to be the midfield going forward, and then obviously until like Virgin and Jota and Diaz are back, then the defense and attacks kind of got to stay like this. To be fair, man. But yeah, this is all we got right now, isn't it?
Yeah,
This
I
is all
hear
we
you.
got.
Exactly, I hear you. The mad thing for me is, man, like this, the Salah situation. I mean, look, I'd probably go with that team if I was myself, but we now have Klopp's move, and I thought to myself, you know what? Let me put myself in Klopp's shoes. It's a very similar team, man. It's a very similar team. I mean, I've got Robertson, Gomez, Konate. You got Matip at the back, isn't it?
Yeah. You know what it is? I can just see if Gomez starts, I can just see him having one of them days where it's just like the Napoli thing, where it just when it's quick, when it's too quick for Gomez, you don't really like it. When the team's got good like interplay, he just looks
that
like a rabbit
interplay
caught in the
he gets
headlights.
lost. He gets
Bruv,
lost. Yeah,
it'll be looking all mad. So
but look,
I went Matip.
Yeah, so you went Matip. I've gone Gomez purely because of the fact that, as you said, you got to reward good performance at this moment in time. Like I can't. No one in this place now in his team is safe, and Matip hasn't been that good. So,
but do you think Gomez has been that good when he's come in? When's the last? Did he play the? He didn't play the Chelsea game, did he? I think he played the Wolves game. I think he played the Wolves game in the cup, the last round.
Yeah, 1 second. People, our comments turned off. Now people are commenting in the chat.
I can see comments popping up.
Yeah, comments are popping up. Yeah, don't worry. Comments have been popping up, so don't worry. Someone's informed. Do you know what I mean? Someone in the background's informing me some madness at the moment. So, but look, obviously I've gone with Gakpo, Nunes, Salah up front. Look, Elliott deserves a start, 100%. But it's the fact that Elliott was playing on the left that time that really got me shook, man. It really got me shook. I was looking around.
Chelsea game, innit? Bro, I don't know what.
Yeah,
I don't know
man,
what was playing
scary
that,
settings. He's trying to do up Ryan Giggs on the left with no pace, no dribbling, no strength, no actually ability to cross the ball as well. Even downing, you had to I could whip a ball in. You can't even whip a ball in.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is that I completely hear you, but bro, man was looking up in the box and there was literally no one in there. Gakpo was doing up a false line saying Salah was wide on the right. So I agree. Elliott's not even the best crosser in the world, but bro, even if we had David Beckham out there on the right hand side, there's no one in the box. So I don't really know what, like, we're doing this whole crossing inshallah thing, but we ain't got no presence in there. So it's looking peak, man. It's looking very peak.
Look, it's looking peak. But look, the teams are basically out. Yeah. I got them. And it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
Chat to me.
Everything we speak about, I might as well bin in it. This is what I'm saying. So obviously it's gone Konate, Gomez,
right.
It's gone my back line, it's gone my midfield. What is this up front, bruv? What is this? Bro, we signed Gakpo to play on the left. He was supposed to be missing link.
Do you know what's so mad? This is the front three is so fixable as well, bro. Just put Salah in the middle, Elliott on the right, Gakpo on the left. For me, that's simple because Salah's not even been doing bits out on the wing. So just put him closer to the goal, innit? Put him closer to the goal.
They know. Like if they move him to the middle, that's it. I think Linders and that I've realised. Technically sometimes this brother's wearing wooden clogs as boots, bro.
He's meaty, bro. He's meaty. Technically speaking, like he is meaty. He's got the odd like bit of brilliance in him, but he ain't good like that. But
he's not consistent. You know that Berbatov's consistent. See that consistent. He's not consistent like that. It's not consistent. Facts. Listen, I don't know what the hell's going on. Elliot, do you know what it is now? It's becoming, and I look, everyone's seen the lineup, right? It's becoming a bit to me, and let me know in the comments, right? It's like we're doing everything we can to force Elliot into this team, no matter what. It doesn't matter.
This is now the third position he played. Yeah.
He might play left back next game. I don't know. We might play with wing backs and he might play at left wing back. I don't know. Like, I just don't get it. We bought Gakpo. But look, Jamie, right? I hear you. Look, big up. You saying, look, big up to Jamie Phillips Football Chats. Saying, look, I've been telling everyone, Klopp sees Gakpo as Bobby's replacement that can play the false nine. But we bought Nunes to play as a striker.
But I do hear what Jamie's saying, because was it who was it that said, it might have been Klopp yesterday and came out and said that he's our connector kind of thing. And that was always the word they used to describe Bobby in it. He's the one to connect between Salah and Mane. He brings it all together. So we signed this brother to play left wing. We spent 80 M's on a striker in the summer. I thought we was going away from the false 19, but bro, so what is Nunes now? Left winger to go with Jota and Diaz.
Hold on. So he's a left winger.
Bro.
Yeah, now getting Jota and Diaz and Carvalho.
Unless my thinking might be that when Jota comes back, he's just going to be a 9. It's going to be Gakpo and Jota as our 9s, Diaz and Nunes as our left wingers, and then Salah and.
What about Bobby? Bobby's not going in.
But I don't know for Bobby though. I don't know for Bobby. He might have to bounce. He might have to
bounce. Look, we know that, right? But he's not bouncing though. We're hearing about contract extensions. So if he's not bouncing, what are we doing? And we need in the midfield, and we've got like 7 strikers. And then what's gonna happen?
And 4 of them play on one side.
We're gonna deep. Oh, look, we ain't got a right winger. Oh, these guys aren't good enough because they're not playing games, right? They're not playing games. So we're gonna look around and be like, look, the backup's not that good. It's not that good. And then what happens? Klopp's gonna come out in an interview and be like, wow, what are you talking about? We have all these wingers. Like, bruv, like we've got all these players. It's like, no, you've done the same thing with the midfield. It's about quality, not quantity. It's like you're just stacking stuff in. Do you know what I mean? Like
quality and balance as well, bro. How can you have a front line with like 7 players, but 4 of them play on one side, and you only got one guy on the other side? Bro, even if you don't even know about football,
and two play in the middle, that's it,
bro. Even if you don't know about football, even if I just put up a chart against someone who don't play football, they'll see where it's imbalanced.
There's only one right winger. Like you just look and be like, oh, and you ask the question: is there a reason for that?
I can't tell you.
If I listen, for anyone that's watched basketball, I could get up a basketball sheet for you and you'd be like clueless, right? But if you saw like center, point guard,
you'd be like, what's going on?
You'd be like, bro, where's the power forwards? Like, where's the other positions? Why is everyone center? What does that C mean? Like, bro, I don't get it. It
make no sense. It don't make no sense.
It just scraps everything I've got out the window. And the thing is, this is what I don't get. Is that we spoke about the welcome changes at Wolves, right? At Wolves. Yeah, you know, Salah got dropped, everyone got dropped, and we got the win, and we got a clean sheet. He's now reverted to type. And as soon as, do you know what I mean? The pressure starts mounting.
That's our only win of the year as well, isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong. That's our only win of the year so far.
Yeah.
So, again, even if we don't know football, you'd think, okay, cool. We played 5 games. We've got 1 win from the 5 games. Let me just look at what I've done in that one game that we won. Let me look at what I've done in that. Let's try and repeat that a little bit. Nah, I'm going to go back to what I've been doing, to what we've been getting beaten on or not getting wins from. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I really don't know, man. I really don't know. And this is what I mean, right? There's all this talk about, look, it's FSG, we're not getting funds and stuff like that. But you know when you're not doing the basics, like the basics as a coach. So, look, if I'm making a cake, right, and I ain't got the ingredients, and I might need 2 eggs, but I'm using 1 egg and I'm trying to make do with what I've got, right? I'm still trying to make do with what I've got, but it might not be enough to go make the cake taste nice, right? What Klopp's doing, instead of putting eggs, he's just putting random ish in it. Just like, you know, I might have put some beans in it because it will give it some consistency. He'll blend that up. Is that bread? Like, why are we? No, that's what I'm saying. Like, why are we doing that? Why are we playing Elliot on the left wing? When has he ever played on the left wing? And sorry, I agree. Yeah, I'm one of these people that agree. Look, if you're a footballer, you should 100% be able to go and play multiple positions. Like for me, like if you're playing pro football, I don't understand how you can go through your career and if someone goes and tells you to play, like especially in the same kind of that third of the picture. Someone told you, yeah, you're a 10, you should be able to play the 8 or the 6. If you can't do that, for me, I think that's.
But do you know? I 100% agree with you. But do you know why? In this case, I'm a bit like, our system is so rigid and it's so like we ask players to do 1 or 2 specific jobs. We don't ask a man to go there and express himself. That is not in Klopp's vernacular at all. Like you never hear that. So because our thing is inside forwards, cutting in. That's all we know. We don't do the whole outside thing. Like that whole thing is create space for the fullback.
We're playing that communist football, bro. Where it's just everyone knows your role, bro. That's it.
And you got one job, and that's I can't remember who said it the other day, but they were like, our thing is so rigid, is that when it works, it looks sick. It looks flawless. It looks like everyone's like it's like a machine. Everyone's doing the right job. But you see, if you take one little cog out of that machine or one little piece out and it don't work, bro, the whole thing just falls apart. So like, I hear what you're saying. I reckon Elliot maybe could play number 8 or left wing in another team, in a team that's not so rigid. But I see in our thing, it can't run. Imagine Salah playing on the left. Do you know how spooky that would look? Had to cut it on his right foot. He'll look all kinds of mad, bro. All kinds of mad.
Listen, that look. Yeah. You know what it is? You know, even sometimes on the left foot, yeah, he does that thing where he cuts in and does this like jinky thing before he hits the ball. Like it's not fluid. You see, I don't know who to use.
Bro, it looks like people's glitching. It looks like when you're playing FIFA, it starts glitching out, bro.
And then he wraps it, and you're like, rah, he caught that, and it's gone in. Like it's gone top bins. It's never like fluid. If that was on the right foot, Jesus Christ, man,
it'll be going up, especially in the left, right, everywhere,
especially in the form that he's in right now. It'll be poor. It'll be pure all Trivellas, man. All just be Trivellas. It'd be Trivellas, like outside of the boots.
He ain't even got like he's done a couple of assists like that, but I don't even think he scored. He ain't even really scored any Trivellas like that. So I don't know if he's got the power like that with the outside of his foot. So, bro, his output will be looking even more mad than it is right now.
You're right, man. But hold on. What's going on?
It's between me and you. Because while you were sitting around waiting, doing niche, I was out making moves.
Now like.
So you two are killing me with the Salah stuff.
Brother, like, trying to cut it on his right foot. Are you crazy, bro? Are you crazy?
So I'm late. You know that Sunday morning food shop where you just want to get out of the way before everyone comes.
Thing is, everyone always goes on a Sunday morning as well, bro.
Exactly, bro.
It's the peak. It's time to go.
Even earlier, but no, big up everyone inside. Smash them lats, and we're back again. Had a nice week off, but yeah.
It's weird, man. It's like, do you know what it is? With Salah, it has to work. Like he has to get, because if he doesn't get the goals, I don't see what else he's offering.
But yeah, you know how you two are just saying, like, imagine Salah on the left.
That's like that's like playing Konate. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's playing Konate on the left wing in that Gakpo role because he can press.
Yeah, but you see how Salah's so one-dimensional. You're spot on, Jerry. It has to work, bro. Because if it does, bro, because he's a consistent goal scorer, he's an elite goal scorer. Yeah, like he'll get a blind because at the end of the day he's trying it, and the majority of his Liverpool career has worked. So no one's saying anything. But if it doesn't work,
it's mad.
It's mad. But the thing is, Salah's attributes, he should be able to play on the left. I'm not gonna lie. Like we've known him to be his man. Not the last year, but Salah can skip past the man if he really wants to. We've seen it, so he should be able to play on the left. But he just can't do it.
You know what? I don't know. At this point, because Jamie mentioned, he made a little comment saying that, look, maybe he's playing Gakpo and Elliot there because they'll press a bit better, right? Elliot's pressing starts aren't that great. Well, they're all right compared to what everyone else is doing. At this point, we might as well just, like I said, play Gomez in like midfield, play Matip in, I don't know, in midfield. Maybe play Trent at
Matip in
right.
the 6 could actually work, you know.
But it has worked.
He's done it at crazy.
He's done it at Schalke. He was there at
It could
Schalke.
work still. It could work still.
It'll work. I don't know, man. I don't know. But it's not this with Salah. Like, and look, this is, if he sees this, I'm going to look into the camera, right? Please, Salah. Like, the club is paying you 350 bags. You've been stinky for a year and no one has said anything. It's just gone under the radar. It's been a year. He got the deal on the back of a poor second half of the season.
Facts.
And now look.
And Mandem, let me it was more relief rather than being glad that he signed a thing. It was more like, okay, cool, it's over and done with it. I went like, yes, he's in the form of his life. Give him whatever he wants. Romz, we were even saying, towards the time when it's coming to sign it, is this a good idea?
Bro,
for 350 back, is this a good idea? We weren't saying it's not, but we were just asking a question. Yeah, go on.
Big up Saint every time. I see Saint in it. I said it on Saint show. I said it on here. I said Liverpool, they came for me, said I'm deluded. What you on about? He warrants this. But I said, when you sign that lucrative contract, you can down tools. It's possible. You've seen it with big stars at other clubs. I was getting told, but we're Liverpool. Look what he's done last 3-4 years. I said this is...
What does we are Liverpool mean? What does that mean? What does that mean?
Bro, I don't know, bro.
What does that mean? What?
JJ, I said, yeah, I didn't even say it was a definite. I just said, don't be surprised if he never gets back to... I said he will get back to a level. He's not even got back to a decent level yet, but he will not hit the heights that we've seen him hit. Oh, you're deluded. What are you on about? Stop being so negative. I said, you know what? Cool. I'm going to just kick back. Because at that point, he had already been stinky for 6 months. Let's have it right. He had already been stinky for 6 months. Where, again, a full calendar year, not much has changed. But because, look, to some Liverpool fans, because he's still... top of the metrics in goals and assists, it's happy days.
Yeah, but Ronaldo was top of the metrics in goals, though. Ronaldo at United was top of the metrics in goals, and you'd ask these same fans about Ronaldo, they'd be like, he's not good enough for the club. He's not. He's got to leave, man. like, bro, he's like, do you know what I mean? It's like, bro, like, no. Like,
I don't even like speaking about them and JJ, but look, the minute he's left, look how they're flourishing.
Yeah, that's
bro.
my point.
Flourishing, bro. Thriving.
Point is that when you looked at the reason why Salah was so effective before, right? It's because not only on top of the goals, right? It was how it worked within the team to get goals. There's pure players that get pure goals, that just get goals. Immobile gets goals, but the teams never do anything.
But
there's pure strikers. Lukaku gets goals, but his teams don't really do anything. That's another type of player. They're not getting goals. They don't do anything else.
He was getting goals, but he was such a nuisance. He was freeing up space for Mane and Bobby in that. Now he's just all right. He might get his goal, but you won't see man for 85 minutes. So I was like, cool. What else have we done? And then if you don't get the goal, you've just gone missing for the full 90. So it's just like.
And the reason why he's getting scrutinized even more is because we're not winning. We're not picking up trophies. We're not winning on a consistent basis. So it's like all the top reds are for. Hold on a minute. Now you need to step up, brother. He should have been stepping up. But again, big up G, because G always says it. When you're winning, no one notices these things. But I could have kind of seen this coming. I didn't think this decline would be this massive. Like this drop off is. I'd say him and Son this season have had the biggest drop offs in Europe. Help me out in the comments, but I think them two for their level. I know Son got a brace yesterday, but overall their drop offs have been wow.
Yeah,
wow.
It looks spooky for both of them. It looks just like they forgot how to play football. Like you said, even though Son got his brace yesterday, but last year of him playing, can't beat a man, can't finish, can't get into games. It's exactly the same as Salah.
Let's be honest. Sorry to cut you, Ish. Let's be honest. LFC fans say, but Salah's got more goals than Son. How many have been penalties? And I know you can miss penalties, but the probability of you scoring is greater than the probability of you missing. So it's not like Salah scored a lot of goals from open play this year, but you know what? I'm fed up of dissing the guy and whatnot. Word to what JJ said, to step up, because JJ made a good point a couple streams ago. I've been calling for him not to start. I know you two went through the starting 11. He wasn't in my starting 11, but JJ made a very good point. We're paying you 350k that it will start to cause, well, our club's a mess anyway, but it will start to ruffle feathers upstairs in the boardroom, because if you was to ostracize Salah out of the team, then the boardroom would be out to one minute. He's our highest paid player. Like, he can't just be on the bench, and it will cause problems. But he's not been doing anything. I think there's no harm. I'm not saying drop him consistently, but drop him for 1 or 2.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can't, as much as I hear what you're saying about the board and that, I think it's more damaging to just have man there just thinking it out, just playing week in, week out.
There you go.
Then you got man like say a Gakpo or a Nunes gets dropped for a couple poor performances, bro. They can just be like, what's Salah doing? What's my man doing over there? He's not done anything. Man's got 7 league goals. Like, what's he done that's more than what I've done? So I think word to what you're saying, the lesser games, just drop him. He didn't have to play today.
But I think this is the problem that you have with the Salah now, right? Is that I don't know if you guys saw the report that came out in terms of like what the players are earning. It was on Twitter the other day.
No, I didn't.
Let me see if I can find it, man. I think G retweeted it. So you know what? Let's just go and check if G. But essentially, Salah's on 350, yeah, or 340, 360, whatever, 350. Van Dijk's the nearest next to him on 260. How? If Salah's not performing,
that is 90K.
That much. But if he's not performing 100K, 90K, whatever is better than him, this is going to cause problems. I'll be sitting there thinking, hold on, I'm getting paid 90 bags and I'm doing more than him. Like, do you know what I mean?
This is what we were saying, though, when around the time of the contract sign is, like, he's not twice as good as anyone in the team. So you can't pay a man double anyone else. Like, to me, that don't make sense. Because even back last season, you can look at a Mane or even a Bobby last year. You can't tell me that Salah was doubly as good as them, or a Van Dijk or an Alisson. Bro, if Alisson comes around the end of the season and says, I want 350 bags, who are we to argue with him? Who are we to say that Alisson doesn't deserve it?
Not even us. He's the man. Like, he's going
who are we to say that he does not deserve that? He's been twice as good as anyone else. He's been twice as good as anyone else this season. He deserved to be on that sort of bread. So, bro, this contract thing, we all were scared about what might happen, and it's all kind of playing out. Because for me, it's only going one way. I don't think Salah's turning this around to go back to the heights he was at, like the end of 2021 and the start of 2022. Like, we're not getting that Salah back again. So,
you know what?
I don't know where we go from here.
I know when he pulled up to the Amex today on the coach, when he saw Brighton's team sheet and he saw Colwell weren't starting, he started doing prayers, bro. He started praying to Allah, because the way he had him in his pocket, I know Salah's thinking, I might get a bit of leeway.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit spooky, man. Let's look at the Brighton lineup quickly, people. Right, let me see if I can move. I should be able to move this, man, so we don't. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, cool. So at least, yeah, you guys got me. Yeah. So obviously the Brighton lineup, people, they've gone with Steele in goal. So man like Sanchez, the Spanish keeper, is on the bench. They've gone with Lamptey, Webster, Dunk. It's looking at Solly March at left back. Oh, sorry, Estupinan at left back. McAllister, Gross, and are they playing 4-4-2? It looks like it, you know. It looks like they're playing 4-4-2, people, with Steele at the back, Lamptey right back, Webster and Dunk at centre back, with Mitoma at left back.
Well back and Ferguson up front.
Yeah, McAllister, Gross in midfield, Mitoma on the left, Solly March on the right, with Ferguson and Welbeck up front.
That front two is a handful, you know.
That concerns me, you know. That concerns me still.
They'll both impose themselves. They're not slow. They're not the quickest, but they're not the slowest. They'll play off each other.
They're both in good form as well.
Say that again.
They're both in good form as well. Welbeck scored that banging goal against us. Ferguson got equaliser against, who was it, Everton or Leicester or something. They're both bagging goals at the moment.
Better, isn't it?
Yeah, they're both bagging goals at the moment.
It's like Gerrard-esque again in
05,
bro.
the little Garnson thing.
I've clocked with Ferguson, bro, and a lot of Brighton fans have been saying this, like on the TL and that. You know how we always said Brighton, even under Potter, plays such scintillating football and that, but they don't have that bags man. They might have found.
He's a finisher still. He's a finisher still.
I think he's got like 5 in his last 8 on that, bro. He's looking quite pretty, and he's 18. You know, I thought he was at 21. The brother is 18. That's mad.
He's a unit still. He's like a proper like old fashioned number 9. He'll get about.
He's basically what Connor Wickham wanted to be.
Hey, that's a throwback.
Remember, we were linked to him
What?
for years.
The Superman brother. The man had a massive chest, bro. His chest was huge, bro.
Huge,
that?
bro.
Where is he? He was at Sunderland and Palace, innit? I don't know what happened to him after that.
Yeah,
Like, I think
Sunderland,
he's
he
like
was a bad boy
Coventry or something
Yeah.
like that.
in the
Where?
Champions.
Coventry or something.
But that's peak still.
Yeah, Connor Wickham, man. Hold on.
We were linked with him heavy up.
course,
I won't lie. I kind of wanted him as well. Kind of wanted him.
Yeah, he's 29. Who did he play for? Forest Green
Wickham.
Rovers.
Now
Ah,
Oh.
he's under big dunk.
I know Preston, North End now. Preston North End. Actually, no.
I swear.
No. Forest Green Rovers, yeah. 16 goals, 16 matches, 6 goals.
I
Shocking.
said he's under big dunk.
Ah.
Shocking. But I also found something in the archives, people, yeah? You know, I always talk about that popcorn diet that our young players are on. You got a man like Lewis Hall.
Like that?
I don't know. You got a man in trying to eat as quick as possible. You got a man like Lewis Hall, Chukwuemeka, and that are just looking tall, 6 foot plus, looking at men when we're playing.
Hench,
and we've
bro.
got hench, and we've got man eating popcorn to build muscle and to run. I don't know, man. You got to laugh, innit? You just got to laugh. You just got to laugh. Bigger. Hold on, what's he saying here?
Translate that, JJ.
Oh my god! He's saying the future begins today, not tomorrow. That's what Klopp is saying. Apparently,
That's Klopp's Polish burner.
Just more words, bro. More words.
Yeah,
These words don't mean anything, bro. Just can you actually show me you're gonna do something different? Then we can talk.
I promise you, unless it's from the Liverpool accounts that like take out quotes from his presser, or you, man, send it to the chat. I've not listened to this guy since the Newcastle game, which was that September, bro. He annoys me. He actually annoys me, bro.
Facts. Jamie's saying, look, my problem with Salah is that he don't run no more. He's ball to feet all the time. He says, Mo Salah, walking down the field.
That was funny still. I said walking down the wing.
Oh, big up, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. True Don obviously saying Klopp chatting pure as usual. And then Saint LFC TV saying, look, Romz, I'm just like you. Training 2 is the best I could muster. No real top bundies, man. Right. Listen, I feel sorry for Saint, man, because Saint was investing heavily at the beginning of the season, man. The amount he spent on the jerseys. You
got the keeper's kit, the home kit.
You got the daughter kit, probably got his missus a kit. Do you know what I mean? And now look, now I'm reverting to training. Yeah, I'd be ashamed that I'm not gonna lie.
Sal on the back. Say, I'll give you a tip. I've done
You got Sal on the back.
You can get the iron,
Hey.
get the iron and go over the letters. Get the iron and go over the letters so it melts them and they come off. Bro, he got the authentic thing what the players wear, bro.
That's crazy.
No, the is that iron thing's not even gonna come up with something like that, you know. It's actually not gonna. It's gonna have to do something like this. Just hand that back to the shop.
Some backless top.
Just hand that back. Can I just get a plain thing, man? Can I get a plain thing? It's mad. It's crazy. I'm gonna go through some of the comments. We got 107 people in the building. Make sure we're smashing the like. As always, we're on the road to 1K. We're trying to do that before January. It's gonna look a bit mad. If we do it before January, that will be crazy. But as early as possible. We got we did 120 more subs for that 1K. So we're there. We just need you guys to support. So big up. So please obviously keep smashing the like as well. And obviously following the Equalizer on Instagram, Romz on Twitter as well. The ats are all in the description and also up there on the screen, the bubbles. Marianne Southwood, big up to Marianne. Hope you're doing well. Saying we are committing on the players. No scouser is going to tell me what I can say about a team I support since 1964. Oh, and I'm a Scouser coming to you from West Derby, Liverpool. Yeah, big up, Marianne.
Yeah, man.
Jerome saying narrative will be FSG sold Kelleher for funds when Klopp didn't give him desired game time and he wants out. As Tsimikas and Jota wanting out also. But this is what I was trying to say. So even when we're talking about those forwards, right? Obviously we've got loads of forwards. Let's say they all do well, which is never the case. But let's say they're all fit and they all do well. They all come in and do well. One of them, minimum, is going to be like, I can do well and I can play every single game. Whether that's Gakpo, whether that's Jota, whether that's Diaz. If you just want to use those three players, forget a Carvalho and stuff, they're going to be like, I can go somewhere and I can be a starter. For me, one of these players goes in the next 12 to 18 months.
I hear that. The only thing is that I think I said this recently. They never all fit at the same time. They're at least half of them are injury prone. So at any given time, one of Diaz, Jota, and maybe like a Nunes is going to be injured with some kind of 1 month, 2 month injury.
Sorry to interject. Yeah, JJ, I know you're in the comments. Help me out as well. Remember the last 10 or 20 minutes of the when you did the draft.
Someone actually made a comment. I forgot who it was.
Made a good comment.
Someone actually made a statement. Yeah, and
was it Ant Dicko? It might have been Ant Dicko.
I don't know. I don't remember who it was. So it might have been Ant Dicko.
They got to whoever it was.
Whoever it was, but let me know, right? They actually made a comment saying Klopp purposely, or FSG and Klopp purposely signed injury-prone players so that they don't go and they don't complain when they don't get game time.
And it
so
makes
he gets
sense.
A couple players.
It actually makes sense.
So the key players are always fit, right? So the key players are always fit. So your Verges, your Alissons, usually anyway, your Salahs, they're usually always available. And then what he does in the midfield, in those positions, all these players are injury prone. The forward line always injury prone. So put it this way: if Jota was fit all the time, he'd be starting ahead of Bobby every week, right? But because he's injured, it means that Bobby gets more game time. Because if they had another forward that was fit, Bobby don't get game time, and then he gets disgruntled, and then he wants to leave, but Klopp wants to keep them.
Look at the midfield as well.
And I'm like, it touched me when I don't know, I forgot who it was, but it touched me. Hope I'm doing that conspiracy.
When I was watching the stream, I remember when whoever said it, and big up yourself, because I don't want to give the wrong person credit here. I saw everyone in the stream just be quiet. Ram was just quiet. G was just looking up like this. You know what? I didn't think of it like that. JJ was doing the same thing. Everyone was deep in what the comment said because it's true, bro. Like it can actually, I'm not gonna say it's 100% true, but it makes sense. There's logic to it. You know what I mean? But
yeah, it's scary. Hold on. For some reason, bro, this YouTube, man. Forget it, man. YouTube's acting up. Jamie Phillips, brought up to Jamie Phillips saying, look, Klopp playing Nintendo Wii football when everyone is on 5th generation FIFA. Yeah, we're just running it back. We're still trying to do this to go and get the menu. We can't even get the menu anymore, bro. Nowadays, man are just doing, being proper efficient. It's crazy. Cadinho, big up to Cadinho saying, Fabinho has a fake passport, fake Asian, fake nationality. Yeah, shout out to Albert, man. Albert was the one that dropped us the news, and ever since then, it's been sticking. Michael Talks Football. Make sure we're heading over to Michael Talks Football. Saying, Klopp is fully trying to sabotage this season. I don't know. Ragepot saying that's outrageous. I'm losing patience with playing players out of position. There's no point losing patience because you know it's always going to happen. You know it's always.
That's what I've come to, bro.
We know saying, why does it always go back to Firmino role? Does Klopp have the inability to make new tactics? Man, stuck in his ways. Yeah, it's a plan A, and that's it.
Facts.
That's it. Danny up the rid saying, I'll give Gakpo time, but most attackers from the Dutch league are dead food. Van Nistelrooy. Is that it? Who's popped off?
That's banged.
We speak about nines or attackers? Because
Van Persie.
And Robin. And if you're just doing a number 9.
But in the last 10 to 15 years, bro, it's spooky. It's actually spooky.
It's bad. Anyone that's come from the Dutch league has actually been shocking.
It's not even just Dutch players as well. Look at like a Ziyech. It's just players from that league. They lack that intensity. They lack that intensity going forward.
The last two notable, and help me out if I'm wrong, notable attackers that have come in and flopped is Depay and Bergwijn. Them two are supposed to be the next big things for their clubs, and yeah, bro, them two are poor. So you're right, Danny.
Anthony as well is looking a bit. He's looking a bit meaty at United. So it's just, I don't know, man. It's like the things they were doing in their league. As soon as they touch the Premier, it's like they can't do them anymore. They don't have the time. They don't have the. But it's basically P&P that they're lacking. To be a winger or even a forward in this league, you need to have P&P. You need to have some sort of like aggression and intensity. Dare I say? Gakpo does so far. I'll say so far. I'll give until next season, but so far it's not looking that good. To be honest, like he's lacking something.
Before I get into obviously some of the other comments, and obviously we'll get into score predictions at the end, people. So just bear with us. Looking at that Brighton team again, right? That 4-4-2. Where do you think they're going to go and cause us problems? Because obviously they haven't got Colwell at the back, who I think is obviously a big miss. They played the last time we played them, they played Pascal Gross at right back and had Lallana in the midfield. Lallana's not playing. Caicedo's not playing. Obviously, that's a big miss for them.
Just to interject, JJ, it's us, so probably not. But I just want to know you two's thought. Do you think that can play a part in their morale today? The news of him, do you think it could unsettle the camp or not?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Against another side, probably.
I think they're good, but he's not their remember, he's good, but he's not their talisman.
Yeah.
So
true.
it's not. He's not the guy when they're like, "Oh, he's our best player. Give him the ball, and he's going to go and do something." So if a Kane was to go and do that at Tottenham, even a Son was to do that at Tottenham, it's probably going to affect the morale of the team because they rely on those players. Like when we had Mane and Salah, Caicedo's not that player for them yet.
Let's face it as well. Brighton are a selling club. Kukurea, Ben White. Every time a player gets to a certain level, they sell them, and they always they always recover. Trossard, they're not even really missing him like that. Like, I know there's only been like 1 or 2 games, but they were happy to let him go. To be honest, like he'll go even.
They never really missed anyone since they've sold them.
No.
Yeah.
No. How long they been? How long they been in the Prem? How long they been in the Prem? Like 6, 7 years now.
For a minute now, you know.
Have they gone since they come up? They haven't gone down, have they?
No. Big up their scouting department, man.
Bro, whoever their scouts are, we need to just take their scouts. That's I don't even know what Chelsea done.
I think their scouts.
I think that's what Chelsea went and done. As I was saying, I was thinking, I swear, I feel like Tom Bowley's already gone and copped their scout, but it's mad. It's mad.
No, but still, JJ, your original question, I think it was where do you think they can hurt us?
I worry about the wide areas with Lamptey and probably going to be March on the right, and then who they playing left back? I can't even remember. Whoever's playing left back with Matoma as well. Bro, that's for me. That's problems out in the wide areas. And I think because they got one left man in midfield, I expect them to try and attack us out wide as well. We've already seen this season, even in the last game against them, Trent was getting cooked by Matoma. Robbo wasn't even having a good time on the other side either, so it was looking a bit crazy. So I expect them to get a lot of joy out wide and try and get crosses in. You've seen Welbeck's good in the air, Ferguson's good in the air, and from set pieces this season as well, we've looked shit. To be honest, we've looked shit from set pieces. So I think they'll get a goal from a corner.
You know what's mad? We scored offensively. I saw it. I think it was the Spurs and Fulham game. We're in the top 3 or 4 in the league from set pieces for scoring goals. But it's just defensively we've been poor. But for me, it's the obvious one. Matoma versus Trent. Trent did well the first 5-10 minutes in the league game. But after that, you put him on the grill, bro. Matoma had him. And that's, for me, is the most worrying. I think they're going to hurt us in other areas. But if you have to ask me the primary area, yeah, man.
But you know what, Romz? Sorry to cut you. This is where I put it on Klopp 100%. Because the scouting or the tactics shouldn't even be that hard. We played them 2-3 weeks ago. We saw where the weakness was. We saw even my man De Zerbi came out and said, I was surprised to see Trent pressing up so high. So you've seen that. You've heard the manager say, I saw your tactics and I clocked it. So now can you tell Trent, please, can you tell Trent to drop 5-10 yards and not be the one leading the press? That's on you. That's not on anyone else. That's on you, Klopp. Because we know for a fact that that's going to be his instruction to Trent to go and press so high. Trent's not just doing that of his own accord. So now we got cooked by doing it. The manager came out and said why we got cooked, their manager. So Klopp, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you now. Can you learn from your mistakes? Can you actually learn after 2 weeks and do something different?
Speaking of mistakes as well, obviously Trudon saying, look, Klopp was dead in his interviews. And those interviews he's giving, it's just annoying. It's just annoying. Like, even with his Gakpo thing, he's actually throwing Gakpo under the bus. People asking about Gakpo, instead of him just saying, you know what, look, let's give him time. You should be cool. He's going like, wow, like people are saying that this, that, but you know our situation. He's getting all aggy with these reporters. It's just making it look like you're under pressure now. Like you're under pressure with Gakpo. You know, like when like Pep has Gakpo, or like when he's talking like Phillips about being overweight, he was just like, yeah, he's overweight. Like it was just, I'm calm though. It's not that deep. With Klopp, he's making everything seem so emotional.
Everything's got to be
it looks like Gakpo now. If he doesn't pop off, it's like now everyone's alert to the fact that you're emotional about it. So he's going to get more questions, more pressure. If you don't score today, like I'm seeing that Danjuma came in and scored, and when you're seeing that, people are going to start comparing him to Danjuma.
Weghorst, bro. It's spooky, bro. It's spooky. Your age mates are coming out here and cooking immediately, bro. Immediately.
I want to know your thinking behind, because I was seeing your starting 11s in the car, and what's you two thinking of not playing Nunes? Like, bias aside, my bias aside, like, what's you two?
He must not be fit.
Wait, is he not even in the match they scored?
Let me see.
Because he didn't start the Chelsea game either, did he?
No,
came off the bench.
Apparently, that was too soon, according to Klopp.
Well, did he get injured?
Bro, I don't even know. Carvalho's injured now as well. I don't know. Bro, he's not even playing football. How are you injured?
Bro, no, he's on the bench. Nunes is on the bench.
See, that's what I mean.
So maybe...
No, he's just doing... This is my point. Fuck this fucking Wallad. Bruv, he's saying, yeah? Bruv, he's saying... Bro, he's trying to tell us, you know what? I'm just going to run it back again because we had a clean sheet. Brother, why didn't you do that at Wolves with the Wolves team? We scored a goal with Elliott playing on the right. You changed it up, and now you're sticking with the formation that you changed up, but we didn't do anything. We were worse in. It was a game that we were worse in.
It don't make sense. It actually does not make any sense.
Who's on the bench? Hold on.
Wait, what's the 2 games Nunes didn't play at all? It was Wolves away and
Brighton.
Yeah,
they made a squad.
Because people are saying he's injured, but I'm sorry, it can't be that severe. Like, cool, he couldn't start against Chelsea because apparently it's too soon. We've had a whole week off. In my 11, he was starting, man, because it's so funny with football. Like, you always want a scapegoat or you always want to mention something that wasn't there. But the minute we lost against Brighton, everyone was saying, well, it was Nunes. He would have caused chaos. He would have caused problems. Not everyone, actually, but the majority of the fan base were saying.
But do you know what it is, bro? I'm sorry to cut you.
I put up MC's comment as well.
I don't rate Nunes in it, but he actually would have brought. He brings something a bit different.
No. Dead. You man continue. I'm taking this top off. Am I an idiot? Hold on.
Man said shin pants too.
So he's gonna go change his top.
I've ever done uniform day. I'll go in with the full kit wank
and full kit stops everything.
Astros. These times you're just sitting in the classroom all day. But you know when it will come in handy, bro? Lunchtime. You felt free, bro. You could just run about. You felt free.
Man used to do knee slides on concrete and that, man. It was crazy, man.
Would you like that, JJ, as well? A monthly day. Just full kit wank-up, t-shirt, shorts, socks, Astros. Did you come in your full Liverpool kit? But like, no uniform day.
What?
I did. I did.
Like full primary school, not secondary.
Never. If you had said like Astros and jeans or something, I'd be like, yeah, or Astros in a tracksuit. What? Even if you had said 3/4 lengths, I'd have been like, yeah.
You know what's mad? Astros and jeans are way more tapped, but it makes sense. I don't know why. Back in the day, Astros and jeans actually made sense.
Word.
It makes sense. I don't know why.
What's mad though, Ish? I know because you're into this whole kind of culture thing as well. Have you seen the return of it? Have you seen people wearing the cargos and AstroTurfs in that Shoreditch? No I couldn't believe it. Man, the T90s, the gold ones. Yeah, the T90s, the gold ones. It's a fit what you were thinking. Slap Jordans on it, Romz. Someone with Jordans on it, you'd be like, yeah, cool. You had Astros on, and they were fresh. With a 90 on the instep. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, bro. I couldn't believe what
JJ,
I was saying.
quickly put up Birth of an
That's
MC
mad.
comment. It's
Which
a bit
one?
up. Birth of an MC where he said just over 20 minutes. Because I want to address it.
Where is it?
Big up everyone. The comments
Who
are flying.
MC? Oh,
Birth
Birth
of
of
an
an MC.
MC.
Okay.
Listen, first of all, big up Birth of an MC. But bro, I've tried this season. We've tried this season, but there's no evidence to suggest. I hear you. We should be, but where do we get it from, bro? That it's hard. It is actually hard right now.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is, Birth of an MC? Yeah, this is actually our positive vibe because we're not here. We're not like screaming, shouting, this, that. But
none of us are angry. We're all busting jokes as well.
Ways, isn't it? We give a positive vibe. We're still here to support the team. We're still going to go and analyze the game. We're still watching the games, right?
Facts.
But we need the players to give us something back. So we go and get a good performance and lose. We will speak about the good performance, and even if we lose,
Facts.
we go and do. I mean, Gakpo goes and scores a hat trick, but we lose. All right, we're going to be happy. Gakpo. All right, we've seen why we signed Gakpo. But if they're not giving us anything, where are we going to conjure anything up? Give me the ingredients of why to be positive. Being positive for positive sake doesn't make any sense.
No,
there has to be a reason as to why you're positive.
Can anyone name the last time we had a good result and a good performance? And two of them at the same time for the whole game, because I can't really think of
Man
one.
City. That is what comes to my head, and that's because he wasn't tactically inept that day. He actually changed something. He literally the players. This was foreign to them. He actually told them to go against the grain completely. I think it was a great performance. Obviously not attractive, but the game plan.
He's done what we needed to do to win in it. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
And not only we had the performance with it, we got the result with it. So for me, it's City. I think that's
when was that? When was it? Was that October, September?
Some might say Bournemouth because of the scoreline, but I think JJ and G said it. They still outrun us.
No, they outran us, so they still won the midfield battle. We were just so clinical that day.
Also, their keeper was moving. Their keeper was moving sus.
Yeah,
at least 3 of them goals were I'm sorry, they were a bit mad.
Yeah, when we had the stats up, we were just we got beat. They had more tackles, more interceptions. They outran us, but we still won the game 9-0. So for me, that was an anomaly because the game after that, what happened? Was that not Nottingham Forest?
Yeah. Yeah.
We saw what happened over there with Lingard and them, man. So I don't know. Yeah, it's a weird one. Big up to Javane Hutchinson saying, "Is this a Liverpool channel?" Yeah, it is. It is a Liverpool channel, but will it be a Liverpool channel for too long? We don't know. Depends, innit? It depends. But we are big up to yourself if you're new to the channel. We got hold on. We got Marquez saying it's a Reading FC channel. Yeah, trust me. Did you see the way Man went and pocketed Anthony when Anthony was doing all the step overs?
Wait,
that was childish, man. That was childish.
That guy looks like a bum still. He looks like an absolute bum.
Bruv, it's just getting worse though, but he started well. This is what I don't know, man. He started well. Birth of an MC, he's got the ingredients, people. A big dollop of belief. Previous comment was slightly tongue-in-cheek, to be fair, but come on, it's match day. Let's knock out Brighton. Of course, I know it's tongue-in-cheek. But there are a lot of fans that obviously will have that perception, so it's important. A big dollop of belief. Yeah, do you know what it is? Belief comes from, I don't know. I think what it is, there's some fans that believe in Liverpool the way some people believe in God. And there's others that believe in Liverpool, but based on facts. So if you're someone that believes in like a higher power, you're gonna just believe in anything without seeing it. You're just gonna have this blind faith. I can't do that with football. Because when I've played football, when I've watched football, it's always been based on what you give out. So, and that's what reaps you the rewards of anything. So if you're not giving me anything, I can't just have this open belief. But listen, we need some fans like this, because if we had no fans like this, listen.
And to be fair, in Birth of MC's defense, literally what you said, JD, you're spot on. Like, I can only go off things with facts and not really see Liverpool as like a higher power. However, there has been many times in our whole lives we thought we wouldn't get anything, backs against the wall, and we do. So I hear Birth of MC. Let's be honest, anything can happen in this game. That's one thing we've always retained. As much as you may say me, G, Jerry, Ish, we may not be the most positive, or we might not give flowers are due. We all retain this fact that anything can happen in football. That regardless of what our predictions are, we might not be right. Do you know what I mean? More or less, we've been right this season. But
Exactly,
actually,
but-
not me personally. G and JJ have. I've got a lot of predictions wrong when it comes to Liverpool, but we're not stupid. Anything can happen. We can go and beat Brighton 2-3-0 today. I think it will happen. No, can it?
But would you man even be gassed if we went and beat Brighton 2-3-0 today? I'll be happy in isolation for today. Cool. But the next game, I'm already going to be thinking, all right, we're going back to the same bullshit again. So I need to see a bit of consistency for me to have sustained belief and sustained positivity in the team. I need to see something to back it up. Like I can't have 1 win, 1 loss, 1 win, 1 loss, 1 win, 1 loss, 2 losses.
It needs to be
What's
built
that?
upon.
Gee,
so
I even fell into that trap after the City game. I thought Klopp has actually changed the tactic against the best team in the country, and we've won. I thought we're back. Ask Jerry and G. I was like, we're back, bro. Then Forest and Leeds just slap us. That's when that was final straw for me.
Big up to Scrap saying he might not be the most positive, but he sits in full 90 and kit in football, so you got to respect it. Respect my graft. Obviously, right now I'm supporting Truey in it. So how about that? We got Derek Sarath quickly saying, been supporting this team for over 50 years, seen the highs and lows, rough and smooth. It's what it's all about. We will we, won't we, can we? My team, you never walk alone. Yeah, big up for that. 100%. Live Bird quickly saying Brighton are flying high. We are lost with everything, including ideas. Little hard to be positive considering what we've been unfortunate to watch all season. Facts. But listen, we're gonna get. That's gonna be us, people. We're gonna head out. Score predictions before we bounce, and I need everyone in the comments as well to slap your score predictions. We're 6 subscribers off 900 subs, people. So you guys I've popped it off today. We've got the subscribers in today, but please, if you can, make sure you're subscribing, because once you get to that 1K, as the man them in the chat already know, that the regulars, the OGs, the revamp is going to be crazy. But look. We need you to help us, so we'll have to wait and see. Richo63 saying, afternoon, Dutch, our man. Hope he can save us. Wish Gordon well. Yeah, big up
Richo,
to Richo,
I'm
our honorary Everton fan on the channel, so big up.
Big up Richo every time. I'm not gonna lie, I'd love to see Everton go down, but you're calm. Trust me. 2 points off safety.
I even think they beat us. We played them in 2 weeks, and I even think they get a result.
1-1. That's my early prediction. I think we draw that game.
Jamie Lee, right? So this is quite interesting. Do we do betting tips on here? We do, but it's not open to the public yet because we need to get to that 1K. So once we get to the 1K, then we're actually going to be able to do that, because we've got a real proper betting man. Do you know what I mean? So, definitely.
The betting goat.
We're going to need you to get to that 1K, and then we'll move from there. Score predictions. What are we saying, man? Quick one.
I'll let you go first, Romz. I don't even know.
You know what? During this stream, I've had 3 different score lines, but after seeing their starting 11, you know what? Yeah, I was gonna, because I'm seeing no Sanchez score. I was gonna predict a 2-1 Brighton win, but I think I know we don't need no more games, but I think we take this to a replay. I think 1-1.
Oh, Lord.
I know we don't need it, but I think it will take them back to Anfield, and I think it won't be net. Because there's a rule, you can't have the replay any longer than 2 weeks. It has to be within a certain.
Yeah, it'll be quick. It'll be quick.
I would have said 2-1 Brighton, but I think 1-1. I just think we should have enough to salvage something.
What's an ish?
2-1 Liverpool. There's no logic my head is saying that we're gonna draw, but I can't see another replay, so I'm just gonna go 2-1 Liverpool, innit?
That's exactly what I was saying as well. I'm saying 2-1 Liverpool. Like,
see, we are positive. Look, we've got a draw and 2 wins, so no one's predicted a loss.
Yeah. Angel at 68 is fuming, saying, look, 100 million spent and not one player in an FA Cup starting lineup. Recruitment. Yeah, I don't know. Look, like and sub, big up to Jamie Lee. Jamie Lee needs those betting, the betting tips as well. So, but look, man, make sure you're checking in with us after the game. We're going to be doing a live reaction to the FA Cup. So all of you guys that were in, please make sure you're obviously heading over. Make sure you're liking, subscribing. Catch us on the other side. You'll never walk alone, I guess. Yeah, take it easy, people.
That's what I guess.
Bye.